メロメロ。
戦とはただの殴り合いじゃない。技術も知恵も問われる最悪のゲームだ。新人よ、少し体を動かさないか。
任せてください。よいしょ。進化をお見せします。大きくなれ。よっと。ほいほや。これでどうだ。これはなかなか。ほっこれが本物。ふふ。わあ。傷つけさせない。フォトンシンセシス。進化をお見せします。気をつけましょうね。危険。本気モード。ふふ。これはなかなか。任せてください。走れ。 こに近づくな。くらえ。これはなかなか。これが本物。ふふふわ。くらえ。目の登場だ。ぐるぐる。もう燃えろ。ドカーン。あんこのお友達をいじめるな。潰れろ。ふふやっくらえ。おやあんこに近づくな。急ぐよ。キラキラキラッとよっ。進化をお見せします。よっと。おなれ。これでどうだ。これはなかなか。ふふ
We'll climb today. He's there tomorrow for sure. For sure, Savannah. More day of this.
よーし。
烈火のきらめき動かない。こんな手はどう？ 心配しないで。神にも劣らぬ。貫く。カゴの中の鳥は誰？
花よ。よいしょ。進化をお見せします。日向ぼっこの時間ですよ。よっとよっ、アンコールの時間だ。霊に飲まれろ。これ楽しいね。さあおりゃさあ
逃げ切れるかな。やかない。火の雨が降り注ぐ。
任せてください。いけますか？あ、今
任せて。時には捨て石も必要よ。そんな手はどう？昼夜健康。バレバレよ。カゴの中の鳥は誰？やったな。
例の登場だ。これ楽しいね。あんこのお友達をいじめるな。爆上げだ。潰れろ。燃えろ。ターン。よっとバーン。ストップ。
こんな手はどう？時には捨て石も必要よ。これでどう？これも定め。
進化をお見せします。痛いの？飛んでけ。気をつけましょうね。よっ、アンコールの時間だ。あんこの力を見せてやる。やっ、めー爆当てだ。やっ、いくよ。
Yeah, it's exactly the same. 80 down and 90 damage.
おっと、や
火の雨が降り注ぐ。時には捨て石も必要よ。烈火のきらめき。タッチ。こんな手はどう？
例の登場だ。霊に飲まれろ。さあバーン。おりゃやっやおっとストップ。燃えろ。バーン。
任せて。
進化をお見せします。フォトシンセシス。植物だって生きてるんです。
任せて。カゴの中の鳥は誰？逃げ場な
アンコ
のな。
ールの時間だ。あんこに近づくな。やっ、あんこのお友達をいじめるな。めーやっやっストップ。よっとバーン。おりゃ
任せて。こんな手はどう？烈火のきらめき。タッチ。
進化をお見せします。気をつけましょうね。よっ、チャンス。例の登場だ。おっと幕開けだ。さあよっとストップ。
火の雨が降り注ぐ。
アンコールの時間だ。あんこの力を
中の鳥は誰？逃がさない。逃げ場などない。
進化をお見せします。テーマ登場だ。えい燃えろ。やあもっとやああんこのお友達をいじめるな。さあ行くよ。よっと潰れろ。幕開けた。やあおりゃもっとやあ
任せて。烈火のきらめき。
植物だって生きてるんです。よっと今アンコールの時間だ。えいやあ
Star.
来るよ舞い上がれ。進化をお見せします。
横島に取り払え。入れよ。あまたなる光よ。
絵の中に画風を変えます。ひらめきました。
どうしよう。
まだかい。
自の先へ。世に任せよ。進みましょう。
さあ絵の中に疲れた。ごめんなさい。画風を変えます。ガリョウ先生、進化をお見せします。
兵士戦闘色。えい。手をあまたなる光よ。太平を変えるために。
まだ改造のやつ。
影の内容。
大丈夫です。危ないです。来るよ、舞い上がれ。 ください。進化を見せたいの。飛んでけ。よっ、今。
同心の先へ。失礼。では
貫きました。花よ、よいしょ。進化をお見せします。植物だって生きてるんです。
兵士総移動。横島を取り払う。これしき
ザリョウ先生。
同心
来るよ、舞い上がれ。危ないです。大丈夫です。花よ、進化をお見せします。痛いの？飛んでけ。
兵士影の内容だ。手を甘くなる光よ。二重に身を寄せよっ。進みましょう。自分の先へ。世の光にひれ伏せ。
Yeah, I don't think I can.
任せてください。進化をお見せします。
同心
なんだ。
大平を変えるために。
ずるよ、舞い上がれ。
まだ改造だよ。
あまたなる光よ。いでよ。
ひらめきました。
どうしよう。世の光にひれ伏せ。流言の先へ。
さあ、絵の中へ。それすぎる。
軽減せし監獄よ。配慮をしないで。終わりにする。入力。星の歌よ。私の後ろにいてつく氷よ。大グレンゲ。
開花の時。いい感じ。これ楽しそう。この痛みを感じて。花の養分にしてあげる。
終わりにする。入力。アドアストラ焼却。私の後ろにその風を解き放て。
芽生えの時。咲き乱れる花々よ。どこにも逃げられないよ。
終わりにする。入力。神聖を授ける。私の後ろに朝日にきらめく霜のごとく。
快晴の時。その命私のもの。もっと私を楽しませて。
入力。星の歌よ。私の後ろに大グレンゲ。骨を蝕む瞬間よ。どうしたの。
開花の時。この痛みを感じて。 神聖を授ける。これが痛み。平気。
こんな手はどう？逃げ切れるかな？
例の登場だ。これ楽しいね。あんこのお友達をいじめるな。行くよ。くらえ。さあ、やあ。幕開けだ。
任せて。神にも劣らぬこんな手はどう？正確に。時には捨て石も必要。カゴの中の鳥は誰？
終わりにする。入力。発明。アドアストロ。
任せて。正確に。こんな手はどう？昼夜健康。時には捨て石も必要。
アンコールの時間だ。バーン。幕開けだ。霊に飲まれろ。さあ。やっ。おりゃ。アンコに近づくな。
こんな手はどう？逃げ切れるかな？きれいに焼き尽くせ。
例の登場だ。入力。神聖を授ける。勝利。心配しない。
任せて。こんな手はどう？神にも劣らぬ。時には捨て石も必要。逃げ場などない。烈火のきらめき。
アンコールの時間だ。ストップ。燃えろ。あんこの力を見せてやる。さあ、くらえ。あんこに近づくな。
こんな手はどう？昼夜貫く。正確に。火の雨が降り注ぐ。カゴの中の鳥は誰？さっき
終わりにする。アドアストロ。入力。
任せて。正確に。
例の登場だ。目をおとなしくして。もっと。転んじゃった。おー。えい。
Best I've done so far. Racing.
走れ。
Then pepper. So fucking much.
剣士出番。さあ行くよ。
さあ、絵の中に来るよ。舞い上がれ。作品を変えます。閉めるわよ。さあ行くわよ。花よ。よいしょ。進化をお見せします。気をつけましょうね。よっ。さあ、絵の中誰？先生。どこを見ている？誰が近づいている？そろそろ終わりね。絵の中にひらめきました。どこを見ている？痛みつけてほしい。バリを変え近づきすぎ。任せてください。進化をお見せします。痛いの？飛んでけ。おい、何がいいの？行け。入 修正星の歌よ。
私の後ろに朝日がきらめく霜のごとく。湖中の天
開花の時。この痛みを感じて。どこにも逃げられないよ。終わりにする。神聖を授ける。入力。昇格。
私の後ろに痙攣せし監獄よ。輪廻に帰る。
再生の時。その命、私のもの。花の養分にしてあげる。
なんだ見た。
私の後ろに大グレンゲ。湖中の天
芽生えの時。もっと私を楽しませて。咲き乱れる。いいね。
まだ改造のやつ。まだ改造のやつ。
って哀れな。
Realistic amount of points. I can't even reach 3,000. It's like, oh my god. So frustrating. This one I can't even get anything going. That's so fucking stupid, man. This shit's so fucking much. I want to see it again, just delete it from the game.
こっちだ。
今すぐよ。舞い上がれ。返してくれ。
どこを見ている。行くわ。痛みつけてほしい。ザコ、逃げられると思うの。遅い、つまらないわ。
さあ、絵の中に返してくれ。誰を転生。
どこを見ている。終わり。さあ、行くわ。奴らを潰しなさい。容赦しない。誰が近づいている。
絵の中に。
joke. What a joke. What a fucking joke. Word to God, what a fucking joke. Fuck this event, dude. Word of fucking Christ. It's way too fucking hard. Like, it's so exasperatingly hard. Like, this should not be this fucking hard. God, man. Like, the fact that even the whale people can't even beat this in some cases is ridiculous, man. A whale character is having trouble with it. I was like, holy shit, that's badly designed. It's so dumb. Again, I don't know where their logic is with that. What's up, Sora? Splades, how you doing? What's going on? God, man. But whoever made this event needs to be shot. I swear to God. Like, you know the old expression, but I mean, like that. Basically, it's just like, the guy whoever made this, man, needs to be. Guy needs to have his head re-examined. I hate this event so much, dude. I hate it. This is the devil, dude. Way too hard. No problem, dude. This is embarrassing because it's like I can't even clear the first floor. That's how bad it is. This is just it's so stupid. On top of that, they don't give you any of the characters you need, like, at the right level to handle it. I'm like, okay, that's even worse, man. It's like, oh, we're only gonna level to 80, even though it says it's level 90. But we'll give you level 80 characters, and you have no prayer of beating it. At least give us the level 90s that we can use. You literally have to use your own. It's so dumb. That's cool, man. No worries. Try to, basically you just stop playing video games altogether. Like, you quit. Well, maybe that's the answer. Maybe you just need to not play video games anymore. Maybe you need to just stop it altogether and just get rid of it out of your life. Maybe it's a cancer to you. And that could be it. I mean, it's a possible. I've seen some people literally say things like that. Where, like, you know what? I think video games just aren't for me. Maybe I just need to stop playing them altogether. I'm like, yeah, that could be it. That could be it, man. Maybe video games is not your calling. Maybe you're just playing them just because, you know, and you don't really know why you play them. You have no, like, you don't enjoy playing them. Maybe you truly don't enjoy them. Maybe. No, maybe that. Some people just quit altogether, dude. I've had a couple friends literally just give up video games, and they say it's the best decision of life. They never played another video game in their life after that, and they said they were happy. I was like, well, that's what makes you happy. I mean, it's honestly, is what you want. You know, then do it. You know, I'm not gonna hate on that. Like I said, maybe you need to do physical activity or something. Maybe you need to go out. You know, you need to go hiking. Maybe you need to go, you know, go back to school. Maybe you need, you know, something like that. You know, something else. Maybe that's the kind of stuff you need in your life, and that makes you feel, you know, it's true. I mean, it might be the end, dude. I mean, again, you end up quitting the internet altogether and you never play video games, or all together, and you just give it up completely, then that might be what you need. Maybe you need to just get away. Maybe just online in general is cancer to you. It just makes you mad. It's possible. You can try quitting. You can try quitting, dude. You want to go to that extreme. If you honestly feel quitting online and quitting games completely is necessary, that is the real solution, then do it. Honestly, I'm not gonna hold you back on that. That might, maybe that is what you need. Maybe you need to truly just say, I'm done. I'm completely done with everything. Yeah, I don't have that problem. Like, it's not like I've given up on myself on life. I mean, I'll be honest, it's like, life gets tedious, dude. Like, it doesn't matter what I do or what, life can get boring. It does, to me, the boredom drives me nuts sometimes. I admit it. It does drive me crazy. But it doesn't matter what I do. It's like, I can do other things and I'll get bored of it. It just doesn't matter for me. Brain just is not stimulated by most stuff in general. It just really isn't. I just don't have a stimuli for most things. I get bored easy. It just, even when stuff is, hell, let's go out somewhere. I'm like, okay, then I'll do it. I'm like, yeah, I just want to go back home. Like, I don't really want to do anything. Tired a lot of the time. Yeah, I mean, I just hope I'm not, like, coming off, like I said, like, you see with fighting games, you always keep coming around with fighting games. It's always fighting games full circle with you. That I don't know, I feel like that's the focal point, it's fighting games. Because that's where it seems everything stems from, is fighting games, your mentality. Your experiences. It's all from fighting games. I never hear you say it about, like, anything else. It's always fighting games. Like, it's like the root of the problem is always fighting games. So I never hear you say that about RPGs. I never hear you say about the action games. I never hear you say it's always fighting games. Are you sure it's not just fighting games that's causing the problem, dude? Because you seem to talk really... Okay. Well, E9, you told me you didn't like it. That's fine. It's not for you. You feel that the game is too much busy work, but at the same time, aren't most games just busy work? Again, do you really want me to get into that discussion? All video games are busy work. All video games are a waste of time. All video games, anything entertainment, is a waste of time. If you want to be the harsh reality, everything you do in life that's not productive is a waste of time. Doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
Playing basketball, on a weekend, it might be good physical activity for you. I would think that'd be the one thing that gives you. But ultimately, it is a waste of time. Maybe it has some small benefits on the side. But video games have a benefit. I mean, they've done proven studies of people that play video games usually have a more, what do you call it? I forget what is that? I don't know if it's creative mind. Also, get your mind engaged instead of just sitting there watching TV. The TV is probably the biggest. Like that's the one that's really productive because you're not doing anything but watching. Well, no, but the thing is though. But like I said, if you listen to unless I'm trying to say not a harsh word, but complaining. You seem to be focused so much on fighting games. Again, it just seems like the whole thing comes first circuit of fighting games. Like, why is fighting games the central point for you? Like, what is it? What is it that fighting games does to you that makes you feel this way? It seems like every time your unhappiness stems or your frustration stems, it's all from that one thing. I don't even think it's from other games. I think it's just from fighting games, and then it branches out to other games. Because you always every time you complain, I hear you complain, you're venting. You're talking about fighting games. Like I never seen you vent about, oh man, this RPG is pissing me off. I never see you say that. It's fucking fighting games. Like it's either because of people online or because you're not learning, and it's like. And then I don't know. It's like you take it out on everything else. That's a video game, and then you're like, oh well, you want it to be fighting games, but it's not fighting games. I don't know. And then the only reason, like I say, with fighting games is because it's competitive. It's competitive, and you're very competitive. Yeah, I've lost on my drive to be competitive. I've completely lost it. That's why I don't talk about it anymore. Just saying, dude. I'm trying to be a negative Nancy or nothing.
傷つけさせない。お、なあれ、植物だって生きてるんです。チャンス。よっ。今。私の後ろに痙攣せし監獄よ。よっ。はっ。芽生えの時。どこにも逃げられないよ。この痛みを感じて。日向ぼっこの時間ですよ。私の後ろに朝日にきらめく霜のごとく。開花の時。咲き乱れる花々よ。もっと私を楽しませて。任せてください。進化をお見せします。痛いの？飛んでけ。私の後ろ大グレンゲいてつく氷よ。叫大勢の時。養分にしてあげる。獲物の匂いだ。 の時間ですよ。フォトンシンセシス。今行きます。
私の後ろにその風を解き放て。深く
開花の時。どこにも逃げられないよ。いい感じ。この痛みを感じて。植物だって生きてるんです。進化をお見せします。
私の後ろ大グレンゲ輪廻に帰る。下がって。
芽生えの時。もっと私を楽しませて。煮物の匂いだ。いい感じ。やだよ。進化をお見せしますみたいの。飛んでけ。今
私の後ろに軽減せし監獄よ。
再生の時花の養分にしてあげる。咲き乱れる花々よ。
Let me see. Oh, that's the problem. That's the problem. Did I notice how passive aggressive towards in progress? Well, that's the problem. You're committing to something with people. You're committing to fighting games with people that want you for the long haul. And you realize it's not for you. And then if they get upset with you because you're not committing to it, even though you said you would, then you're like, well, you know, it sounds to me, it sounds like that's some shitty friends out there. Your friends should support you no matter what. If you don't like something, they shouldn't force you. It's like, oh, well, you let me down, you know, like, you know, and then you have a sour relationship with people because of that shit. I'm like, fuck them. You know, if they don't like you because you're not hardcore like them, because that's what they want. They want a hardcore buddy. It's like, well, that's their problem. But yeah, the only thing is you need to not commit to things like saying you're going to promise somebody, something like that. Like, especially like the tournament scene, or if they're trying to get you into the tournament scene, and you realize it's not for you, because you're wasting their time and their money. I just wouldn't commit to it. You know, that to me is a big red flag. I wouldn't do that. I would completely walk away and be like, hey man, I'm not that into it. I don't think I can promise that. Sorry, dude. I'd rather not just jump into that boat. And then you know, we have a problem. Now, it sounds like you've had a lot of problems with people like that. And they get really upset. And then now they don't want to talk to you. They basically give you the cold shoulder. It's like, well, you're not my fighting game buddy, you know, like I thought we were gonna, you know, make something of this, and then they just did it, you know, they got rid of you real quick. It sounds like. Well, that's the thing. Again, well, yeah. People will stop being your friend over the dumbest shit. I mean, they could think it's important to them. It's like if you don't give them what they want, You know, they'll just stop talking to you altogether. They'll just say, "Hey, fuck you, I don't care." And but yeah, people can be very cold. And I'll be honest, I've gotten colder as I've gotten older. I have. I've been getting way people more the cold shoulder, and that's just with experience. You know, yeah, I'm not as opening and lovable as I used to be. I'm very, like, I either keep my distance or I'm cautious, and that's why I don't open up to people very much. And that's because from previous experience, I'm just careful. I don't open up my circle very much. And I'll be honest, I'm not interested in like making like new friendships. You know, like it's like I get to know you, cool. It's, you know, if we just happen to get to know each other, but that's cool. But I'm not out of my way going, I gotta, you know, meet new people and do this and do that. I'm just not about that. You know, I don't really care about that. You know, the only reason I would do it is because my job required it or something I needed to improve myself. Like, hey, if I needed to advance my career or something and you need to talk to people, I used to do that. I've been in the industry, so I know about networking. You know, it's very, very important.
行きますよ。
Yeah, like I said, just don't, like, it just sounds like you're beating yourself up really bad. You're kind of taking it, I don't know, I think there's a bigger problem than just the games, dude. I don't know, the way you're describing all this, I don't think video games are the problem. I think it's how you interact with games in another way, you know, especially with people. And that's where the thing just derails real hard with you. And then I don't want you taking it out of video games, saying it's like, oh, well, video games, you know, were the problem. All they did was bring me pain, and, you know, and it's like, is it though? Is it the problem? You know, like, because all these things you're telling me, I don't know. Games are the central, like, I guess you could say, the playing field is all there. But I don't think that's the reason. That's like saying, it's like saying I keep going to this restaurant, I keep ordering the same thing, and I keep getting food poisoning. You know, but, you know, it obviously must be the district I'm in. I must be getting sick because of the food in the district. It's like, no, you keep ordering that one dish that has something in it that makes you sick. And it's like, then stop ordering it. You know, like, if you know that's what makes you, I don't know. That's just what I'm observing from what you're telling me. Yeah, you need to like yourself more, dude. That's the thing. If you don't like yourself, see, I've learned to accept myself. I don't, that's probably why I don't care what other people think. Because I don't hate myself. See, the problem is you care so much what everybody else thinks. And that bothers you. And I know people like that. They care a lot what others think. Like, too much. Like, unhealthily about it. And it's like, dude, like, why do you not like yourself? Like, what is it you don't like about it? Because you're not somebody else? Is that why? You think I give a shit because I'm not, you know, Justin Wong or, you know, what's his name? You know, I'm not Scarlett Johansson because I'm not famous, or, you know, or somebody like, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh my God, he was a politician and an actor. You know, I got to be just like him, because if I'm not, I'm a piece of shit. I'm worthless. I don't. One thing, even my friend said, you need to stop comparing yourself to other people, because that's gonna do you in. It will destroy you. It really will, because you're gonna be so focused on being somebody you can't be, and don't be like upset with yourself that, hey, I can't, you know, meet a standard. If I don't meet that set standard that the majority has, then I must be worthless. You know, like, and I realize at the end of the day, I mean, what, it doesn't really matter. Because no one cares. You think anybody cares that I, you know, like, for an example, nobody cares that I stream Wuthering Waves and stuff. No one cares. Nobody cares. The only people that probably care are people like my few friends that play Wuthering Waves with me. And that's fine. And they have their own lives. Like, I don't talk to Johnny to Big Bear all the time. Bursky. We don't see each other that much. I see him maybe once every 4 months if I'm lucky. And then there's like Sir Hawk. I barely talk to him, and he's like, he loves this game. I barely see him. I saw him like last week one time because he was on vacation. You know, I saw him for like 20 minutes, and that was it. And it's like, oh, that's the end of that. I'm like, it doesn't mean, you know, he doesn't like me, or it just, I know he's got his agenda. He's got his priorities. You know, he's got his own thing going on. I'm not part of that. I realize that. You can't be part of everybody's life. Like, you know, your goals don't line up. See, I have my own goals, and, you know, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks about what I do. It's what I care about. Yeah, you just need to, I just go with the flow, and just whatever comes, you know, just make good of it. Make positive out of everything you do. If everything you do is just coming up negative, or it's just negative energy all the fucking time, like that's all you breed from everything you do, that's a you problem. Because now it doesn't matter what you do, you're breeding negative energy. So that's a you problem. That's definitely a you problem. And I know, okay, perfect. I'll give you an example with fighting games. You know, like the main. I'm competitive. You know, I can be, and I have shown my nasty side, and I don't like it. I'll be honest. I don't like my competitive side. I think it's shitty, and I don't really care about filling my ego because it doesn't mean anything. My ego is pointless to me in the world. So I'm like, okay, why do I play fighting games then? And I'm trying to figure it out, and it's like, oh, well, the only reason I play fighting games is when it's new experiences, and that's what I focus on, is because I enjoy the new experience, I enjoy the learning process, and it doesn't matter how well I do. It's just that's it. That is it. That's the goal. That is what I care about. It's not whether I win or lose. Honestly, if I'm losing and I'm having a blast, I think you're doing it for the right reason. But if you're winning and losing and neither one of them feels good, then you're probably doing it for the wrong reason. Because you're obviously, because that's what it comes down to. Fighting games, it's win or lose. And if neither one is giving you any, if you're feeling nothing, like almost like dead inside, I was literally feeling dead inside when I was playing fighting games. I was like, why am I doing this? Like, I'm not even happy or sad or nothing. I'm just like that. Like, literally, that was like that. You just sigh. And I felt nothing. I was empty. And that's why I was like, oh, well, why do I play these? Let me go play some games I actually want to play. Yeah, just let them. You're not them. You're never going to be them. But if you want, but the thing is, if you truly want to be, good at something, it's going to take time and effort, like a lot of time and effort. And the thing is, you need to accept that. See, it's like me. If I want to be a Guilty Gear Evo champion, you don't think I know that I have to play like religiously and commit to it and fucking go to events, and I need to do this, I need to participate in venues? Believe me, I know what I need to do, but I don't want to do it because I don't care. And I'm not going to commit to it because it's not for me. So with that knowledge, I know, hey, because of that, I cannot, I can't be better. I will never be an Evo champion. Will never be damn good at the game because of those factors, and that's my fault. Because I didn't choose to commit. I didn't choose to go through the grueling training. It's like, okay, why am I not, an astronaut? Because I didn't fucking go to school and get the necessary training. That's why I'm never an astronaut. So it's not boo-hoo, I'm not a good astronaut. It's boo-hoo, you didn't put in the work. That's what it is. So that's just reality biting you in the ass. And then that you need to, like, wake up, stop being a child. Because, but as far as, like, I want to play a fighting game casually, but the only time I can really enjoy a fighting game is when it's new. Because everything is fresh. I'll enjoy it for a period of time. I'll get to a point where it stops becoming fun. And then when it stops becoming fun, you walk away. And I think that's healthy. I don't know if you watched that video with Maximilian, dude. He was talking about that. Like, he was talking about, like, Street Fighter 6 and, like, how people get burned out, like, really fast on fighting games. I'm one of those people. I get burned out after, like, 50 hours. That's nothing. Like, that is nothing to most people. They look at that 50 hours. That's big. Like, I've had people tell me that's beginner baby hours. And I'm like, dude, I get burned out that fast. I'm not joking. Like, it has to be one hell of a game for me to go beyond 50. Like, if it's like Guilty Gear, 200-300. And that's me getting really into it. And even then, that's still beginner hours. He was talking about that, and he said the smart thing, and I agree with him. He goes, when that happens, you fucking leave. You just leave. You just walk out that door. You go do something else. You just quit. He says, stop hitting the wall. You're just running into the wall, and you just keep running into the wall. I'm like, stop running into the wall. Like, and you're getting frustrated. He's like, knock it off. It's his newest one, I think. It just came out yesterday. I even commented on it. But he even says, that's why he says play other games. Play. It's not the first time he's discussed it. It's really not. He's talked about it multiple times, about the burnout. It's a thing, dude. Burnout is a thing with life. Everything can burn you out. Everything can burn you out. It doesn't matter what it is. This game I'll be honest, this game burns me out. I'll be honest, I get burned out on this game. I may not look it, but I do. Because I have nothing to aim for, and the stuff I do want to aim for, it's not worth my time. Like, like stuff like this. Like, I don't want to, like, how much I hate this event. I don't care. I don't care because I'm missing gems. I just won't do it. I'm just never gonna do this shit. Like, I really don't fucking care. That's how much I don't fucking care. Because this shit is so fucking stupid that it doesn't matter what I do with my team comp, I'll never win. Because, like, I looked up online. Here's a perfect example of what we're talking about. Okay, I cannot be the best at this event. I cannot beat it. That's how bad it is. And the fact that whales, the people that spend the most money in the game, are complaining about it and cannot beat it and have to look up guides on how to do it. So, Matt, like, apply this analogy to a fighting game. It's like, okay, I need to look up videos and use specific team comps and have specific builds to do this shit and get the goal completed. So, again, meta. Where it's like, all that for fucking, what, 80 gems? 80 gems. And I'm like, fuck this shit. I quit. I give up. Like, this is dumb. Like, this is supposed to be, you know, a casual event. It's for everybody. But they made it where it's only for the elite. But even the elite have trouble doing it. I'm like, the fact that people that spend thousands of dollars with the strongest characters in the game can't do it. I'm like, wow, dude. I mean, you want to piss off your player base. That's one way to do it real good. That's you know, that's why I gave him bad feedback. I told him, fuck this event. Fuck this thing. I am not even gonna be damned to even try to beat it. Because it's so stupid. Even Bursky said the same thing. He's like, fuck this event. It's fucking trash, dude. Like, who fucking made this shit? Like, it's like with that elitist mindset. Like, I don't mind a game being challenging, but it's so needlessly hard. To the point of obnoxious. So, yeah, I hate this. I hate this event. I won't do it. I will stand my ground and just be like, you know what? I just won't do it. I don't even care about the rewards. You know, you can shove the rewards up your ass. It's not worth my time. So it's no different than how I apply that same logic when I play fighting games. Oh, I need to play against really high-level people and, like, you know, Uniel. Uniel's the same hurdle. Guess what? I'm playing top players that all they do is play Uniel. Okay, my footing is completely, I have no equal footing with these people because they play religiously. And I'm just going into the lion's den. I'm going to get eaten alive. You're going to destroy me. I'm not going to have fun because I just want to learn. I just want to learn the game and just be like, okay, learn at my level. Learn at my pacing. I can't do that with these people online because that's all they play. So all it does is get me upset and get me frustrated that I have to play with people like that. That essentially, you know, a lot of them probably have no lives. And that's all they play. That's all they will play. So why get commingled out with that? You know, why am I putting myself into that situation? What benefit does it give me? Oh, because I can say I'm good at Uniel? It's the one about Street Fighter 6. He talked about, is Street Fighter 6 like getting worse or some shit? He talks about it in there. It's the Street Fighter 6 video. I just watched it today. Hold on. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I don't have to play this. I did my dailies. I got what I need out of it. Here it's on. Let me look it up. It's history. Yeah, this one. Everyone hates Street Fighter 6 again. And he talks about the cycle with fighting games, you know. Game comes out, it's a new game, people are divided about it, you know, some people love it, some people fucking can't stand it. They want to play the old game, like, oh, it doesn't play like Street Fighter 5, it doesn't play like Street Fighter 4, it doesn't play like Street Fighter 3. Like, okay, then if you don't like Street Fighter 6, why don't you run back to Street Fighter 5 or Street Fighter? They're there, they have rollback, you can play all of them. All the old games have rollback. So there's really no excuse not to play them. But then he talks about how people invest their negative energy into hating on something and will just, let's say the game that they hate, Street Fighter 6, they just focus on hating it. Like, they want to get this massive amount of people to like, lead an army against the people that like it. It's like me and Strive, you know, like, you know how much I hate Strive. And I realize, like, yeah, it's unproductive to do that because it's not my game, for one. I have to accept that. That's the reality. It's not my game. It never will be my game. I'll never like it. And it will never cater to me, and I don't want it to. You know, so I just learned, you have to learn to let go. And that's why I did. And say, you know what, I need to stop giving this game my time, because all it is making me a bitter old hag. And that's why I stopped talking about it. And that's why I deleted all my Strive content on my channel. All my music, all that shit got deleted. Because I don't want to see it. Because it just brings painful memories. Or just upsetting memories. And it's better for me just to do something else that makes me happy, that I enjoy, than focusing on something that all it does is make me really negative. Oh, I know, I get it, and this is the reasonable side. Not talking about my emotional side, my reasonable side. It's a business. It's a business first and foremost. The companies need to make money. That's all they care about. They could care less about, what we want. The veterans want a deep game. No, they don't care about that shit. They care about what's going to pay the bills. So if catering to the majority and diluting your game, and he talks about that too, about homogenization, about like how the later Street Fighters have gotten really homogenized. Street Fighter V was terribly homogenized. He even talks about like how the routes are all the same, the combos are the same, what links together is the same. You do the same with every character, and I was like, yeah, I noticed that, and that's because of just how games are going now. That's just the more casual aspect of it. Whereas you want a deeper Street Fighter, you need to play Third Strike or 4. Because those games had a lot more they had a lot more depth in the mechanics. You can do a lot more. Or Street Fighter V, you do so little in that game. And then even Street Fighter 6 has got its fair share of problems. But, Street Fighter 6 has different problems. I think you do have a lot of variety in what you can do, but there's a lot of problems with that game too. But Street Fighter V, I think, is considered even Max said it's his least favorite Street Fighter game. He says he hates Street Fighter V more than anything. And I see why. That game launched to crap. It was such a terrible ass game. What's up, Sora? We're just talking about fighting games, about how, changing your perspective on things, like stop focusing on things that don't matter and start focusing on things you actually care about. Maximilian was talking about that in his video. Again, burnout. That's another thing. Burnout is a thing. Burnout is an enemy that we all face with everything we do in real life. Our job burns us out. Our daily routines burn us out. What we enjoy can burn us out. I think burnout is just something you're going to experience no matter what you do. It doesn't matter. It's no different than getting bored. It's no different than getting frustrated. Eventually you're going to reach that point where it's going to happen. It's going to happen to you on something you do. And when that happens, that's why you walk away. Obviously, with a job, you have to tolerate it. But even then, you have a choice with a job. If a job is making you unhappy and you're frustrated or you're burning out, then change careers. It's not eventful anymore. If you don't enjoy working at the job, then look for another job. You can look for another job. I mean, obviously do it smart. I would say look for another job while you're still working there. That way, because you got to realize there are factors that are important, like, maintaining your income. You have to have stability. So obviously, it's not like a game where you can just turn it off and, it's not like your livelihood. That the same thing with, what's his name? Not Daisuke, not Justin Wong, fucking Daigo. Daigo realized that too, and he's like, hey, I'm playing this competitively. He needs to play to win. He may like Ryu, or his favorite character, but he realizes that it doesn't produce the results in the later games. That's why he doesn't play him. That's why he switched characters. That's why he's playing Yun or playing Chun-Li or whatever, or Akuma. Because he needs to win, because at that, this is back when he was competitive and he was playing for money. That, and I'm sure that burns him out too, because he has to do things he doesn't want to do. But because livelihood is on the line, he has to do it. So, and he might hate it. He may not show it. But, deep down, he's probably like, God, I fucking hate doing this, but I gotta do it. I got bills to pay. You know, so I understand. And think of it that way. Do you really want to aim to be that, Blades? Do you wanna? Do you really want to end up like Daigo and having to be that guy that you have to play certain characters to win tournaments? Do you want that? Like, be honest. Like, let's say you reach Daigo's level. Let's say you hit the big time. Then you're gonna start having that conversation with yourself. Then you're like, okay, is it all what it's cracked up to be? Are you really happy? Is that what you really wanted? Yeah, I promise you, you're probably thinking twice about it at that point. You'd probably be like, oh man, this is not what I signed up for. I'm like, this is what you want. This is what it is, though. Comes with the territory. You want to get good, bro. That's part of it. So at that point, I'll be like, yeah, see, I already know that shit. That's why I just backed off, because it's like, yeah, ain't worth it, dude. My moment to be in that spotlight passed already. I could have been in that spotlight one time. I could have. And I should have, I should have just went to go and say, hey, let me see if I can win. And if I would have won, I would have been like, oh, cool, I'm the best Nitro Plus Blaster player in the world. I'd just be like, cool, I have that title on my mantra. I'd be like, yeah, no one cares. Nobody cares if I was the champion of that game. Nobody cares. It's such an obscure fighting game. Even though I'm good at it. I'm not good at it anymore. I forgot how to play it. I have no desire to play it anymore either. See, it comes back to that. I have no desire. Because I can't recreate that love again from before. My state of mind, the fact that it was fresh, are not the same now. It's changed. You change. People change. So it's no different than Final Fantasy 11. Like, we had this discussion in one of my friends' Final Fantasy 11 chats, where we talked about, we lose our drive to love something. And after 15 years, it just clicked with me. It really clicked hard. And I just said, I'm done. I quit. I'm done with this game. I'll never come back, and I never did. I haven't been back in there in 2 years. It's been, 2 years already. I have not played Final Fantasy 11. And I never want to ever go back. I don't care what they do. I don't think there's anything that can make me go back unless there's like a brand new game, like a remake of the game. I would like to try that. But as far as going back to what it was before, I have no desire. Like, I am not going through that hamster wheel again. I'm like, I've been through that hamster wheel so much. I'm so tired. It's not fun, I know all my friends quit, so I have no in-game buddies. So it's like, okay, I don't want to reestablish new friendships. I don't want to get into a guild. I don't want to have to relearn the meta. It's like, oh god, I know what comes with the territory. I'm like, forget it. It is so much work. Just so you can, oh man, look at me, I'm back in my heydays. I'm like, fuck that shit, dude. I just want to enjoy things and relax. That's all I care about. So I can see the casual scene is kind of attractive for that reason. That's why I play a lot of games very casually, because, I may play them hardcore, like casually, like I don't know if that's even a thing, but, that's with single player games, I'm just playing by myself, so I have nothing to... I'm not competing with anybody. I'm not having other people drag me down. I'm not dragging others down. I just invest my time, but I also take care of responsibilities. I pay my bills. I work. I'm on top of things. I make sure to get stuff done that needs to get done. It's not like I'm ignoring my real life to play video games. I got stuff to do tomorrow. Like, hey, I got to go do my oil change. I got to go pick up some documents tomorrow. I gotta sign this thing for my landlord, I got things I gotta do. And I'm just like, okay, well, we'll take care of that. No problem. I'll take care of it. And hey, that's my chores for tomorrow. And Tuesday I gotta, I'm barbecuing for my roommates, for New Year's. So you can say, I'm gonna take care of that. I have to go to the store, pick up some stuff, like I do things. Like, you don't hear me talk about it or do them, but I do them. You know, I do have a life outside of video games. Even though video games is a big part of my life, I do play a lot of video games. I do. The game is my number one hobby. And I don't think that's ever gonna stop. Yeah, so you don't want to be Daigo, so you know that scene is not for you, so stop focusing on it. Stop focusing on like being good at it and trying to compete with others because I think that's where that's heading is that direction. You're expecting, but also maybe your just expectations are too real. Maybe you think too highly of yourself. You think that Joel, it's gonna just be that easy, and to some people it is easy. Some people learn ridiculously fast, and they get good at it fast. Like they just natural skill at it, and I've seen it. I've seen some people that literally have to play hardly any time on something, and they're good at it right off the bat. It is too much of a chore. It is. You're expecting too much. Yeah, I'll say that I understand too. This is a different era. That's another thing this is a big realization. My era of being good at fighting games were more obscure back in my day. Back in 2014, there wasn't as many people that played fighting games as there are today. Today, it's huge. Like, it is huge now. Because of online accessibility. It's the biggest it's ever been. Like, you got millions of people that play Street Fighter now. It's not like before when, 100,000 or so, maybe less. So you had less people to compete with and less people were good at it. So, yes, you did stand out more when you played. People look, oh, man, you're good at Street Fighter. But now everybody's good at Street Fighter. So it's like, okay, cool. Well, yeah, you got to understand that. Like, a lot of people are better at the game now than they were before. Because they aren't as niche now. Everything's accessible now. The world has access to everything now. It is so saturated. No, but you're thinking too much of that you can do something like the way you're saying like, oh, I'm going to be good and give everybody a hard time. It's like, no, that's expecting way too much of yourself. And being honest, you're smoking. Don't be surprised if you lose to the majority of people. Because that's what I do. I lose to the majority of people. But you know why I lose so much? You want to know why I lose so much? And I know the reason. Because I have no desire to learn. I have no desire to do better. I have no drive. The drive is what destroys me. I have no fucking drive. Like, there's no reason for me to do it. So I have no incentive to do it. I don't care. That's why I'll never win. Because I have no eagerness or no passion. My passion is not fueled. If I had my passion back, oh man, I'm a force. Because I'm very dedicated to things when I'm in my passion mode. But if it's off, forget it. You can just stomp all over me because I have no drive to fight back. I literally have no drive. It's because I just don't care. That I think is when you're truly defeated. Because yeah, how can someone give you their all when their heart's not on it? You can't. It's impossible. That's you can't fight somebody like that. Like they're just like, dude, they don't want to do it. So why would I even bother? Like if Maximilian say, hey, I'll challenge you first to 3 Street Fighter, I'd be like, no. And you'd be like, why not? Like, I don't want to play it. That'd be the reason. I don't care. Oh, but anybody can play. I don't care. I'll go easy. I don't care. That would be my answer every time. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I know some people will be like, oh man, I can see some people saying, oh, you're a fucking loser, man. Like, you won't even challenge me, man. You must be really bad at the game. I mean, like, it's not even about that. It's just I don't fucking care. Like, what don't you understand? It doesn't equivalent to skill. I just don't care. And I know that sounds, I know some people look at this like, man, that sounds depressing when you say it that way. It does. I admit, it does come off really depressing when I proclaim it like that. Yeah, and then that's another thing I hate. I hate when people fucking like upsell shit like that when they make comments like that. And I'm just like, stop trying to smother me, man. It's getting annoying. Like, stop trying to make me feel better so I want to get better at it. Like, I don't want that. Like, dude, I'm not good at the game because I don't care. I can't. I'm not putting my heart into it. So and I know how they feel because I've been in that point before. I'm like, you need to fight somebody that has the same heart and drive as you do. It's no different than somebody who plays Final Fantasy 11. They want to play. They want to do end game and get stuff done. I'm like, find people that want the same thing. I promise you, you will succeed when you're productive like that. When you have that drive to do it, you will succeed because your passion is going to fuel you. Your passion will get you to success. You may not know when, but it will. That I promise you. But yeah, when you have no desire, it's like, look at me, like me giving up. Here's that simple thing on that event in Wuthering Waves. You know damn well I like collecting gems and I love gathering my currency, especially when it's free. But there was a point where it's like, it's not worth my time to do this shit because I don't like the design. It's universally acclaimed that a lot of people don't like it and think it's garbage. And I'm like, yeah, and I agree with them, like 100%. Like this is trash. Like I don't need those gems that bad to get frustrated. Oh, I see posts. I spent 3 hours doing this event, with this specific team build, and just to complete it. I'm like, yeah, you could shove it up your ass. I'm not gonna do that. That is a waste of time for me because I'm not. All I'm gonna be is upset the whole time doing it. I'm gonna be like, this is dumb. This is dumb. This is dumb. This is dumb. And then after I do it, I'm like, not worth it. And I'm just still going to complain about it. And I'm still going to message the developers going, fuck this event. It's fucking garbage. And I don't ever want to do it again. And the minute I see it again, I'm literally going to just try one time to see if they fix it. I'll be like, oh, didn't fix it? Leave. It's like having a dish that you don't like and you keep eating at the same restaurant. Stop going to the same restaurant. And if you do go, keep your expectations low. Like, I don't like eating, Lucille's. I can't stand fucking Lucille's. That was my grandma's favorite restaurant, bless rest her soul. But, that was her favorite restaurant. I was like, this place is garbage. And I've been there 4 times. And I was like, it never gets better. It just gets worse every time I go there. And I was like, and the only reason I'm going is because I'm appeasing. I wouldn't say appease. That's probably a bad word to use. I'm doing it obviously because that's what they want. And I was like, hey, you're my friend, you're my family. I love you. I'm doing it for you. And I'm a guest here. That's your choice. But deep down, they know I don't like it. So, but I'll tolerate it for my friends and my family. But believe me, if I had a choice, but nope. I don't care what they make on that damn menu. That place sucks. Yeah, when you're fucking paying people to have you complete content, that's not a good sign. That's a bad sign that you're playing the wrong game. That sounds like Final Fantasy 11. I was merking. I was paying mercs to finish content for me because the amount of time it took to do the content with groups and finding competent groups, and then on top of timers, I think it was like 48 hours you had to wait before in between turns or some shit. I was like, yeah, this is fucking stupid. 60 hours, 60-hour timer. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing all this shit just to get it clear. I was like, I was literally paying people just to do it for me. Because I had so much money. But I was like, you know what? That's not a good sign that I'm enjoying the game anymore because now I don't want to do the content. I literally rather just pay someone else to do it and just say, and then it's like, oh, okay, I beat it. Now what? It doesn't feel good, for one. And two, it's like, at the end of the day, you got the reward. Well, for what? Yeah, I'm done. It's like right after I got my final in-game clear. It was called Dynamis Divergence. I paid for all 4 wins. I think I got it for 80 million for all 4. And then I still had like 400 million left in the bank. I was like, yeah, I'm rich. I got so much fucking money in that game. Like I'm just sitting on a mountain of money. I'm like, yeah, I think I'm done here. And that's why I left. You just realize a point where it's just you're just staying because you've done it for so long. It becomes routine, but you just need to learn to let go. And that's something you need to do as you get older. You just let things go. You move on. You let go, and that could be friends. That could be staying where you live, staying at your job. That can be hobbies. That can be anything. You just and sometimes it hurts. It hurts to let it go. It's like, yeah, it hurts for me because I'm a fighting game player, and I used to be in my heydays really into fighting games, and it sucks just dropping a cold turkey. It feels weird. It feels weird not playing fighting games. It really does. Like, because it's like I want to do it, but at the same time I don't, because I know what's around the corner. I know. That's just the nostalgia talking, and it's not really me what I want. Just because that's where you used to be happy before, so you're kind of tricking yourself to think, I can bring myself happiness if I just do the same thing I did before. Since I love fighting games so much, if I play fighting games, I will be happy. That's not true. That's a load of shit. Yeah, that's the thing too. I got sick of the random drop shit. That shit's like tiring. See, at least with gotcha games, I know gotchas. It sounds like I'm doing the same thing because it's just at least those are single player, and I'm not bothering anybody. It's all on me. But I can push myself away from a gotcha because I've done it before. I did it with Genshin Impact. I just quit, and it felt good. It felt good to quit. It felt good to never look back at that game ever again. Even though I have a decent account, I have a lot of. I still got like 32,000 gems left on that account, and I'm like, yeah, it sucks that I wasted all those. They're just there, and I could have used them, but it's like, but I'm not happy, so why play? And there was no money involved. It's free, so good riddance. It's done. Good riddance. And don't think, oh, because your investment. Fuck the investment, dude. That's the thing. People get tied up in their investment. They feel, oh, because I played fighting games for 20 years, I can't just give it up because that's all I'm good at. No, dude. Like, it's a hobby. It's an activity. It's not fun anymore. It's done. Get over it. Close the door. It's time to close. It's time to go. It's basically saying it's time to go home. It's time to walk away. Just walk, fade into the obscurity, fade into the darkness. Like you're done. Like literally, yeah. There's gonna be some people that miss you. They're gonna be like, "Where are you?" And like, I've had people miss me on FF11. They still remember me. They still remember me to this day. I've had some people like, "Oh my god, I remember you. You were such a good thief." Like it feels good. Don't get me wrong. It's nice to know that people still remember you, and they know that you were a force to be reckoned with. But I told him like, just my heart's not in it anymore, man. I'm not the same person anymore. That person you knew is dead. I know it sounds ultra depressing the way I say it, like, holy crap, it's like you sound like you're turning into a villain. It's like, yeah, that's kind of what happens. Like, you ever, that old saying, like, you stay the hero long enough to become the villain. I believe in that statement. 100%. That is a fact. You will change. And that's where I sometimes think, that's why heroes pass their mantles. Because they realize that it's not for them anymore. They did what they could. Hey, I did what's best, but I'm time to hang it up. I'm getting old. My heart's not in it anymore and stuff like that. And that's why they move on. Because they realize that's not their calling anymore. Your Dragon Nest friend still remembers you. That's cool, Sora. Yeah, people still remember you. They don't forget you. But yeah, yeah, it's like my best friend. I don't know him anymore. He didn't like leave on bad terms. It's just we don't talk anymore. He went his own way. He doesn't play games anymore. He's all into surfing. He loves surfing. That's what he's into. It's like, okay, well, I'm not into surfing. He's into surfing though. He's into surfing and he's into I think his career, you know. So it's like, hey, that's what you're into. I support you. We used to play games all the time. We would just all be into video games, but he said, "No, dude, I'm done with video games. I don't do that shit anymore." And it's fine. Hey, and you know, I tried calling him. He doesn't want to talk. He never answers his phone. And I just got tired of trying. I'm like, you know, I don't regret the memories I had with, but hey, you've obviously moved on from me. So you learn to let go. You just no hard feelings. I let you go. You know, we had good times, but those times are over. And then, you know, my friend's going through that too with his best friend. His best friend doesn't talk to him anymore. They don't see each other. He lives in San Diego now. And I don't think they've seen each other in months or years. And he has a new best friend now. And the only bad thing is he's into drugs. He's into pot and shit. Pot and vaping. He basically goes with his pot buddies and they just smoke pot all day. I'm like, yeah, he kind of took a turn for the worst. I was like, yeah, and obviously my friend doesn't want to be in that shit because he's better than that. I still love the guy. He's a good guy, you know. I knew him for a while, but yeah, some people don't change for the better. They change for the worst. I've lost friends that way. They just really just destroyed themselves. But again, it's their choice. If that's what they want to do, that's their choice. I can't stop them. You know, all I can say is, hey man, good time, but you're still my friend, Alice, but I realize it's just sometimes you just let go. I've lost a lot of best friends that way. Some of my best friends I've ever met in my entire life, I never talk to anymore. One of them I completely disappeared off the face of the planet. I don't know what happened to him. Phone number doesn't work. I just know he was running an apartment complex with his mom. And then one day we just stopped talking, and I saw him at a Christmas party, I think 10, 12 years ago. It was 10 years now. A little bit after that. I think 8 years ago. 8 years ago, and that was the last time I saw him. I never saw him again. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know where he went. I heard he said his mom was going to sell the complex or some shit. And he was going to have a job. And I know how negative he gets. And I know another guy the same way. Used to hang out all the time. And I asked my other friends, hey, what happened to that one dude? And he's like, I don't know what happened to him. He just disappeared. He just cut ties with everybody. He doesn't want to talk to anybody. He doesn't exist on the internet. He's completely isolated himself from everybody. I don't know if he's going through really serious depression or, you know, something worse. But, you know, people, sometimes it happens. People just change. People are just, you don't know what they're going through. They could be really miserable. And they just you know what? I actually did that one time. I actually was going through a point in my life where I pushed everybody away from me for 2 years straight. I didn't talk to any of my friends. My friends were getting really concerned. They were like, man, dude, why are you isolating yourself from everybody? You're being really distant. They knew something was wrong. And I was like, yeah, I said, dude, I was going through a lot of shit, dude. My state of mind was not there. And, you know, you go through a midlife crisis and shit. And you need time to reflect. It happens. People change. Yeah, and some people just want to be alone. They never want to be around anybody. They enjoy being alone. And that's fine. You have to respect that. If they're not bothering anybody, and if that's what makes them happy, then that's what makes them happy. Some people don't want to be around other people. They just want to be alone. I'm comfortable being alone. I can be on my own, be alone myself the whole, like forever, and it would never bother me because I people that generally have a hard time being alone are usually people that don't like themselves. Generally, not all the time. Generally, though, people that don't like themselves usually have a really hard time being alone. Because they want others to like them. They want to be around other people. I enjoy people's company. I do. But it's not like I need it, and I know I have friends. I know I have family that loves me. It's not like I know I'm not alone. I never think that. I never believe that I'm alone. I've always been rich with friendships. But at the same time, yeah. Oh man, it's nice to have some camaraderie. I get it. I do like being around people. I do invite people over to my house. Like, hey, let's have a barbecue. Or, hey, we're going to go to a nice restaurant. Or, hey, let's just come over and chill and just talk a little bit. I do that. And that's fine. I think there's nothing wrong with that. It's healthy to just, be around others and just have some casual conversation. And then just kind of just, hey, how's it been? Like, what you been up to, Like, oh, I've been doing this. I hanging out. Oh, man, I was a kid, I was this. We do that. Little chat it up. But as far as us doing things together, it's kind of limited what we do now. Like, me and my friends, like, we go to some convention or we go to some store. We might, I guess I go to a restaurant. I have barbecue over here. I go barbecue somebody else's house. We might go watch a movie. But as far as, like, we don't play games. None of us play games together anymore. The last game that I played with people was Tekken 8 back in February. Oh, I'm sorry, January. I played with my roommates for a couple days, and then that was it. We stopped playing. And it was fun. Like, it was fun for that moment. But I was like, yeah, these times don't happen anymore. The only game I ever see me really bond with is fucking Bursky. He's the one that got me into Wuthering Waves, and we played together a few times co-op. But even then, we don't even play co-op together. We don't. We just talk about it. He messaged me, "Oh man, did you see the new other one?" Yes, And I know he's looking forward to that new gacha game. I am too. So that'll probably be another game we play together or get to know each other on. That'd be it. But yeah, that's the most I do with people. I don't know. I just don't feel the need to, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. Would I sunk for something like that? What do you mean, would I sunk for something like that? Not sure I understand what you mean, Sora. What do you mean by would I sunk something for that? Yeah, don't. If you're worried about me, like, don't be worried about me, dude. I'm not like in this manic depressant mood or something. It's just things you deal with as you get older. You need to come to terms with things. But yeah, as far as you, Blades, like I said, as far as your problem, it sounds like a you problem. It's not the game. It's a you problem. It's definitely a you problem. And fighting game just exacerbates it. That's the truth. Fighting games is triggers it. Like, you have your bad problem, but when you get into that fighting game thing, man, it brings it out. And you sound like me. I used to have it with me, fighting games, and I get my competitive side out. And it made me a miserable person, and I realized I wasn't happy. So I was like, I need to stop fueling this hatred or fueling this negativity. That's why I just walked away. Yeah. Would I, it's like me. Would I love to play Xrd again and fall in love again? Absolutely. But I don't want to play Xrd again. Xrd will be my last Zerd was my last major fighting game. Like my major top of the line. Like, oh my god, I was serious about this game. As far as like, I'll never get that feeling again. Even if a new Guilty Gear came out that was on the same level as that game, I don't know. It would hit a little bit. I don't think it hit as hard. Because if you ever noticed, like, my fighting game hours, how it's been less and less with each iteration. But if you look at my activity, it's literally like that, a consistent pattern. And that just goes to show you that over time, you change and you're not willing to commit to things as much. Like you look and say, hey, Rev 2, it's like, but then you look at, Tekken 7, 155, but then you look at Tekken 8, you see how much lower it is. Only 60. So it's like, obviously less. So there's a pattern. So I notice I invest less time now because I don't care as much. It's just truth. I don't want to invest any more time anymore. So, I realize that the current me and the current situation with fighting games are not melding well. So it's a number of factors. I think ultimately it is me though, but there are other factors involved. And that's why I just say, you know what? Yeah, maybe it's best I don't play. Because I don't see anything positive coming out of it. I tried to get back into Tekken 8, like playing it with the daily system, but I don't even like the daily system. Because I think the daily rewards are fucking garbage. Like, if Tekken 8 had daily rewards that were actually worth a damn, and actually I felt the game actually respected the player base a little bit more, with its money, I probably wouldn't mind playing it in that way, like a gacha game. Okay, I'm going to log in, do my 10 fights, and get my costumes and rewards, and, you just play in the moment. And that's it. You do your 10 and you walk away. Hey, I got what I need out of it. That's healthy. But if you're playing oh man, I need to be, rank this and shit, I'm like, do you really want that? Do you want to be around those tryhards? I don't. Like, I'm only run 30k prowess on Tekken 8. Which is nothing. I see most people online are at least like 200k plus. I think Bearski's like he's above me. Like by 5 ranks or so, 6 ranks. And I think he is at like 180, 190 or something like that. So it's like, that's cool. Yeah, I realize I'm low. And I noticed when I was playing online, it would never go any higher. My prowess would never go up. I was stuck at 130k for weeks. I was like, holy crap, this grind is bad. They even say it is, like, when you reach the point I'm at, it is the biggest hurdle in the game. It is the most masochistic, unbalanced hurdle. Like, it's so skewed so badly in the middle that it takes forever to get out of the middle. They say once you're out of the middle, it's easy. They say, like, high is much easier than middle, which doesn't make any sense. It's like, why is the middle the hardest part of the game? Not the end, the middle. That makes no fucking sense. Like, you figure the highest parts would be the hardest. No, the middle is. It's so dumb how they designed it. It starts off easy, and then here comes the giant roadblock right in the middle, and you're just like, how many wins do I have to win, and how many can I not lose? I think you have to win like 20 wins, and the most you can lose is 2 times. So you need like a 90% win ratio to advance. I'm like, 90%? I'm like, holy crap. You can go fuck yourself. Nobody wins 90% of their fucking matches. That's just absurd. Like, I don't know who's smoking that crack, but that is just asinine. So that's why I stopped. That's another reason why I quit playing rank and quit trying, because it was like, oh, I'm gonna be stuck here forever because my win ratio is 60%. That's literally what it is in Tekken. And I look at the higher rank players; they're like 80, 90%. But obviously, they're using a lot of meta stuff and stuff that works to get you high rank. And I'm like, and I'm obviously using the wrong character. I'm not using a good character. Yeah, that's another thing. The whole meta thing. Oh, you're not using the right character. You need to use the good character so you win. Well, if I'm using Atsuka, you're not gonna win. She's like mid tier at best, and I know her playstyle does not fit that game. Sadly, she's not an aggressive fighter. She's very defensive and poke heavy. Like, she does her pokes, and she is more defensive, which is counterintuitive in Tekken 8. So, fortunately, yeah. And she's slow. She's very slow. A lot of stuff is punishable on block. Like, some of the most basic moves are punishable on block. So it's like, God, you have to be so careful when you fight with her, because everything leads into a huge juggle. For some characters, they literally just do 1-2 moves and it's like, man, they're safe. You can't do anything. You have to respect it. That gets frustrating too. And then on top of that, you have to learn all the matchups of every character. It's a lot of work. Do you think it's embarrassing if somebody throws toilet paper at you? Oh, when they're booing you on the stage? I never had that happen to me before. I've been booed before because of something, like, at a technical difficulty. I was getting booed at an event. I was like, I didn't care. I was just like, fuck it. I just walked away. I was like, basically, they're like, boo, we can't hear you. Boo, get him off the stage. This one kid was like talking shit to me, giving me dirty looks and stuff, and I just gave it back to my friend. I was like, here, they don't want to hear me, dude. So here. He was trying to get me to talk on stage, and I didn't want to do it. So I told him, hey, man, it's not working. I said, don't worry about it. I was like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, they like you. They don't like me. I'm not a stagehand type person. I'm not good on stage. I'm not, because I don't like drawing attention to myself. I'm usually the opposite. I kind of don't want people to pay attention to me. All right, man. I'll see you later. You take care, dude. I'm about to go to bed myself. Oh, throw a toilet paper at him. Well, yeah, that can, unless it's a joke, unless it's an inside joke or something. I mean, I would take that as an insult, though. Maybe they don't like him. I don't know. I don't know the debacle behind that. Couldn't tell you. Did you hear what game got announced for HD remaster? We were just talking about it yesterday too. Look what game got announced for HD remaster. I was just talking about this shit. I was like, oh shit, this game's coming out to update it for all platforms. It's like, yes, capitalism ho comes back. So I thought it was kind of cool. We're gonna get an actual HD remaster. It's a good game. It's cute though. I was like, all right, I see you. So I don't know how much it's gonna cost. Recipe or why? Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna add anything new. Besides obviously it has widescreen support. Because the other game is only 4:3. The widescreen support, I think up to 4K resolution. It's cool. I mean, it's getting a nice little remaster. You know, it's a good game as long as the price is fair. If they charge like $10, I think that's fine. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. You know, I wish they made a new one, but they're not going to. I think the company. I don't think the company has particularly. I don't think Easy Game Station makes a lot of money. It doesn't do a lot of stuff. It could just be like, hey, we just want to make a little extra money because it's not that much work for them to do. It's the base game is already complete. You know, they just have to, you know, re-update it. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, it doesn't look like they're messing with the game. It's just going to be improvements. It doesn't look like they're actually changing the game, like censoring it. It's just the same game. I mean, I wish they leave all the hilarious quotes in there again. Capitalism, ho! And leave those in there because those are iconic quotes. But yeah. Yeah, lately though, yeah, I've been just kind of seeing what stuff to play right now. Hasn't really been much going on, Sora. Just been playing mostly Touhou games. And then waiting for the update this game. The big update happens in 3 days. I mean, I get it. I mean, I hope they give a discount to people who own the original game. That would be nice, but probably not going to happen. It's $4. Good time to get it. If you honestly want to be like the purist, you want the purist version. I mean, then yeah, then get it. It is going to get delisted. I'm pretty sure that this version is going to get delisted. Unless they just keep it and say there's 2 versions. Or they might just say it's an upgrade. Pay $5 and you get the upgrade. I think it'd be nice if it was just an upgrade to people. Like people that bought the original game. It should be a switch. Like, you want to play the original version? Like, I like when they do that especially. They make an HD remaster. And they let you play the original version how it was before. Obviously, but it's compatible with current Windows or whatever, current systems. Or you can play it in the new HD version. I think that's the most purest way to remaster a game. So you have nobody can complain and say, "Oh, it's a different game." Like, no, it is essentially the exact same game. You're just getting more. That's what they should do. Just put an OG mode. It's exactly how you had it before in the original release. No differences. Just obviously it runs properly. That's the only thing. And then if you want to play the remastered version, you can play the remastered version with better looking visuals, you know, proper 16:9 support. You know, you can see everything on the screen now. I do like that. You can see the whole screen now. I hate having those black borders. Well, it's up to you. Now you know. I mean, that's a you thing. You know. Like it says cheap. It's not. It's a cheap game right now. You don't got the money, then yeah. I mean, you could look for it on CD keys. I don't know if CD keys has it cheap because that's a really old game. So I wouldn't be surprised if you find it on CD keys for like $1 and some change. You can just get it that way. That's what I do sometimes. Find it on just they're like Green Man Gaming or something. They'll sell it for dirt cheap because they have so many copies of it. Yeah, that's all I've been doing, dude. Like, there haven't been much else, dude. I was playing Touhou earlier, and then I didn't feel like playing the other game, so I took a break, and then came back and did Wuthering Waves, did most of the events. Well, yeah, most of it. I didn't even bother with that other stupid event. I gave up. I literally just gave up on it. I don't want to do it. Ain't worth that 80 gem, like the 80 gems I'm missing. It ain't worth it. It is not worth it. It won't be missed. Can do other things. I've been learning to just let things go. Just don't get frustrated. Just let it go. Move on. Even though you're gonna miss out on something, that FOMO shit. I'm not, I don't, I mean, I know I get victim to FOMO and gotcha because I want to do everything before it leaves. But I realize that, nope, just let it go. Just let it go. It's good. It's a good practice for real life when you need to let something important go. It's like if you saw $1,000,000, like, it's a perfect example. It's like the Indiana Jones film and Temple, not the, I'm sorry, the not Raiders of the Lost Ark, the third one, the Last Crusade, where Indy's trying to get the cup of life. Get it, I can get it, I can get it. That's what it reminded me of. He's like, let it go. Let it go. You don't need that. Even though you say, like, dude, this is the cup of life. This can give you eternal life. And you're like, dude, just let it go. It's not worth it. I kind of have that mentality where it's like, yeah, just let it go, dude. I don't care. Rest is fine. Yeah, not much else. Like I said, tomorrow I'm probably gonna get ready for the 2.0 update. Thursday I'm gonna be playing Wuthering Waves hard. Thursday and Friday is gonna be nothing but Wuthering Waves. As far as tomorrow, I'm gonna try to get back into the Mystia's Izakaya. I was enjoying that. Eternal board. Oh yeah, that's the truth, man. With gods being immortal. Oh, that's the whole thing with That's the story with Touhou, because everybody in Touhou is immortal. Like every character in Touhou has eternal life. Nobody in Touhou dies, so they're always fighting boredom. They always talk about it in every scenario. They're bored. Like, especially Ramelia, she's always complaining she's bored. Because she's done everything known to man. She's lived for 500 years. I think that's her story. She's like 500 years old or something. She's a young vampire. And she's just like, I'm bored. Entertain me. And I'm like, yeah, like, I know that's the case with what's her name too, or, with the vampire chicks. Rachel Alucard, same thing. You could tell she's a bored individual because she's been around for thousands of years. She's done everything under the sun, seen everything happen. Nothing surprises her. So she's like, she's bored. That's why she's so like nonchalant and just like, her demeanor. You can tell she's just doing the motions. She's just doing it because that's the point of living. You put it into perspective like that, it's kind of depressing when you play Touhou. It's like, hey, that's the one guy. It's like, man, people that watch like Touhou are depressed. because yeah, it represents, the depression of the characters. I think a lot of characters are depressed because they can't. They have their life is just forever, and that's why they do stupid shit because they're trying to spark interest in their life. That's why they do the most outlandish things, just so they're not bored. Well, yeah, because Rachel loves Ragna. Why? Deep down, she really cares about him. He won't show it. Deep down she loves him. She would never say it though. She's too prideful. She's too tsundere. She's a noble vampire, so it's like it's like she'd be like Ramelia. Ramelia, but she liked the guy. She would be doing the opposite to make him push him away, but deep down she's crazy about him. But she'll never admit it. Yeah, it's like every tsundere character you can tell is madly in love with the MC. She can't stop thinking about him. Wants, she wants to, just be his woman. And the only time you ever see him break down is when the guy gets really assertive. Then they start to get shy because now they're in a position where like, ooh, he's getting feisty. Now the tough girl gets shy now because I've seen that in a lot of animes. It's like, especially in hentai, it's like, God, the fucking tsunderes and hentais are so like submissive. It's like this when they got the guy they like, it takes control. They're like, not that I like that stupid quote. It's not that I like you or anything. It's just they just spill all their heart out on the table. It's like you can read them like a book. Like, Jesus, can you say it any more blatantly? It's like every anime you watch, like was it that Elsa, the speaks Russian, same thing with her. You can tell she's crazy about the main character. And she wants attention from him. She wants him to notice him. She wants to be with him. Oh yeah, Slayer, yeah. Slayer's the same thing, he's got his wife, Sharon. Well, again, it's immortality is a curse. Immortality is a curse. It really is. You don't want to live forever. Even if science found a way for you to live forever, I wouldn't do it. I would rather have make my years that I have more more exciting than have more years on my life. Because if somebody said, here, I can inject you with something that's going to make you live 1,000 years or 1,000,000 years, I'd be like, nah, I don't want that. I'd rather die. I really think I'd be cursed. I would think that would be a true curse, a true hell. I don't want to live forever. For me, like if I live to 80, I'm happy. I get another 40 years out of this body, I'd be happy with that. 80 is a reasonable number. If I got another 40 years. But then, even if I got 70 years, I think I'd be happy. I don't want to live to 100. Because the quality of your life is going to really change. You're not going to feel as good. You're not going to be tired. It's going to be hard to move. Everything hurts. Like you're in pain. It's like, yeah, that's not a good feeling. So the quality of life, I think, is more important than living a long life. The only way I would live forever is if it mattered in the long run. Maybe, let's say if I didn't live forever, the world would cease to exist and humanity would die. I'd probably be okay with immortality for the greater good. Because I wouldn't want other people to end their lives like that, because that would be selfish of me. And I would be like, hey, other people deserve to live a life. I would take on that burden. Like, you know what? There was a purpose to it. That would be the reason. Oh yeah, of course. I could see that being concerning. I think if that was a real discussion with their kids, like, why does my kid want to live forever? Like, I know on surface it sounds good, but in reality it's not. No, you don't want to live forever. It's not something you hear people talk about. They don't. They people learn to accept their mortality. I think every human being knows that their time comes, whether it comes sooner than others. Some people it comes at 50, some people it comes at 60, some people it comes at 30. Like one of my friends, he died this year. I think it's summer. He was only 39, I think, or 38. He passed away. And it's because he was very unhealthy. He was eating a lot of like fried food and just had, I think he had heart problems. So he passed away. It was like way too young. That was his own doing. He was probably depressed and he was probably just eating himself to death. And I was like, yeah, that's just sad. You know, he's a good guy. I didn't hang out with him or anything, you know, very much. We only hung out with him like 20 years ago. You know, and I found that out he died. I heard another person from the FGC died that I knew. He was only in his late 20s, I think, early 30s. He was going through a lot of he had anger issues, man. That guy was in the FGC. He was always such an angry, really dark, like he was just very, very full of hate. And I think eventually, I have a feeling he committed suicide. Like he just didn't like himself. And you know, I heard from another guy that I no longer talk to that he basically he already offed himself. So I was like, man, that's really sad. Like, jeez, man. None of my friends do that to themselves. I don't want any of my friends to kill themselves or, you know, or take their lives. Like, you should never do that. At least, you know, I think I'm too stubborn to do that. I'll live until I'm ready to go. Like, I don't think you ever have to worry about me, like, you know, ending my own life for depression or anything like that. I don't have. I'm like Al Bundy. Even if things are bad, I'll keep fighting. I won't give up. I'll still live the good fight. Fight the good fight. You don't have to worry about it. You do not have to worry about that with me. That I'm confident in. I would never quit. Okay, man. You gotta keep fighting. Even if you're unhappy, just keep doing it. Like Al Bundy said, a Bundy never wins, but a Bundy never quits. True words, man. True words. I am a firm believer of those words. Amen. He's the biggest loser in the world, but because he never quits, he's actually a winner. He's a true winner. He's the true heart of a winning champion. He's got what's her name from Touhou? Cherno. Cherno's the same way. Loses, gets her ass kicked by almost every character, and she has the heart of a champion. She just does not quit. You know, she will never quit, and that's why some of the strongest characters in the game in the universe respect her, because she's got that essence. Like she's the pure will to live essence. And I think that fire girl, her name's Furo or whatever, the Phoenix god. He likes Cherno. Like she looks up to her because she sees like the future in her. And I can see that. I was like, I kind of admire a character like that, the one that just has, you know, that will give it her all, even though they'll never win. But, you know, but they have the heart of a champion. Kind of root for the underdog. So I'm like, yeah, go Cherno. Like, you know, you're the best. That's how you know somebody's true worth is how much is through their losses. The fact that they will lose and keep fighting. They will lose and keep fighting. And that's how I was playing those fighting games. I would lose and keep fighting, but then after I realized that wasn't important. When it comes to actual important things, yeah, I wouldn't give up. Like, you gonna will to live? I'm gonna live. I'm like, yep, gonna keep on trucking. Gonna keep on trucking. Not gonna give up. Just gonna keep on trucking. Keep trucking until the time says, hey, it's time to go. And you go. That day when death comes knocking on your door, just saying, "Hey man, it's time to go home." Like, yep, it's time. Whenever that is. Which I hope it's not really. At least I'm hoping it's at least for not 40 more years. At that point, we'll reevaluate and see how things are at that point. Because in 40 years, I might be like, oh man, I'm still living pretty good. I can go another 10. But then I might also be like, man, I'm not doing so good. Maybe I just want to, if it comes for me, it comes for me. I don't like thinking that way, though. I know some older people get negative like that. They start thinking dark thoughts. I don't like thinking that way because it really brings you down. And then you start doing things you shouldn't be doing. So I usually do my best to push myself away from that. The human flaw of mortality. But maybe it's also a blessing. Because it makes our lives have meaning. Anywho's, with that being said, I am gonna go to sleep. As far as
Remember when we took that trip? And that car.
anything else to do? There's nothing else to do right here. Dude. That's where everybody else. Thanks for watching. I'll be back on tomorrow. I do the same shit. It's gonna be a short Touhou project stream, like the Touhou gacha game, because I really don't have much left to do. I'm literally gonna finish it like in an hour. It's gonna be really fast, and then yeah, that's it. And yeah, that's probably it. And just then start working on Izakaya again, and I don't really have anything to do with Wuthering Waves now. Just waiting on the update. Wuthering Waves is on. I'm not even going to finish the other events. Like I said, I gave up on it. Let's say nerf it somehow and say, oh yeah, we fixed it. Like, oh cool, I'll do it then. But even that, we're talking like 30 minutes of shit. I'm mostly gonna play Izakaya all day tomorrow. Well, all tomorrow night. So probably around like 8 o'clock or so. I play it till like 4 in the morning. And just do my Wuthering Waves and log off. I've been enjoying Izakaya. That one's it's been a nice change of pace for a game. Anyways, I'll see you guys later, and you guys take care. Have a good night.